The Olympics are here. It's that one time every 4 years where I don't have to be completely embarrassed to be an American. Thanks, Simone Biles. So, in honor of that international competition, let's create the world's best international K-pop girl group. What does that mean, though? I already made the perfect girl group. Well, this time I'm making it even more challenging on myself. This time, my rules include the stipulation that my performers cannot be born in Korea or ethnically Korean. That is, they are international K-pop performers. I'm including the stipulations that I can still have only one idol per group, and I'm not going to include any members of any of my previous supergroups or girls on top. So, right off of the bat, I'm working with a super duper limited hand. And because I'm trying to please everybody in the world, she said stupidly, I'm going to try and include 9 members this time. I'm going to be editing until I die. To ease the emotional burden just slightly, though, I am going to allow myself 1 main and 2 lead performers for each role this time. But I can have as many subs or unranked performers for each position as I like. If you're unfamiliar with how K-pop group roles and rankings work, don't worry, I got you covered. I already made a video about that, so go watch that before you watch this one, and it'll make a lot more sense. Because I'm including so many members, this time I don't really need to worry about finding all-rounders, and I can really seek out specialists because they're only going to get to be featured a little bit anyway. I'm also not placing any limits on the number of people I can have from any one given country because there are so many good Chinese and Japanese performers to choose from that would be ridiculous. Trust me when I tell you this is hard enough as it is. So, who did I choose? Let's start with the leader again this time. It's an idol that I heavily considered when I was putting together my perfect girl group. It's Jurin from XG. It turned out I'm really glad I still had her in my hand because who better to lead an international girl group? She already has so much experience doing this. We can argue all day about whether XG qualifies as a K-pop girl group, but as long as they're performing on Inkigayo, I'm happy to consider them part of this club. Jurin is a top-notch idol, even aside from being a phenomenal leader. She's such a good rapper and such an incredible dancer. Her technique is super polished, and I love watching her do isolations. She can also sing to boot. I know I said I didn't need all-rounders this time, but there I go ahead and start casting them right at the beginning. She's going to be my main dancer and my lead rapper. I just hate having one person filling 2 main roles within the same group because it doesn't give other idols an opportunity to shine. She's worthy of being a main rapper though, so please don't think I'm saying otherwise. And likewise, she's going to be a sub-vocalist, although she's definitely better than that. They can't all be mains, ladies and gentlemen. You just gotta deal with it. Honestly, I love this whole lineup, but my Japanese line is so close to my heart, so I think you'll agree. Jurin is gonna be an excellent choice. Next, let's pop over to an Australian and Thai idol that I think anybody with half a brain should have expected to join this group. It's Lily from NMIXX, who is gonna be my lead vocal? I feel like I can just hear the gasps already. Lily is the main vocalist of NMIXX, which is, in my opinion, one of the vocally strongest groups that's out there right now, so she's exceptionally talented. If you want to see an image of impeccable breath control, look at Lily singing. NMIXX also has phenomenal choreography, so she had to have a dancer role. And I chose to make her my face of the group because I have a bunch of other people who are face of the group in their respective groups, but if they're already the face of the group there, how can they be face of the group here? Lily has such a charming personality. I think that this will be a great fit for her. Let's start filling out my Chinese line with the idol that I chose to be my center. It's Xiaoting from Kepler. She isn't the center of Kepler, but I will die on this hill that she should have been. And I definitely don't mean this as a knock to Chaehyun, whom I also like very much. I just think that Xiaoting really would have thrived in this role, and honestly, when I first saw the Wa Da Da video, I assumed she was the center. Of course, I also gave her a visual position and vocalist and dancer roles, so that she has something to do otherwise. Next, let's return to my Japanese line. We're going to incorporate Rei from IVE. She's going to be my other lead rapper. There were so many folks that were irritated that I didn't choose her for my cutest girl group, but I feel like this concept is more suited to her. She certainly can be cute, but that's not her overall defining feature. She has such a distinctive rap style, which I think would be really cool when contrasted with the other rappers I selected. She's also going to be a dancer and a sub-vocalist. I'm pretty sure she's a sub-vocalist in IVE, so don't come for me about that one. Sub-vocalists still get to do vocals too, you know. Let's keep going. I'm trying to be quick about it this time because there's so many idols to go through. Next, you know I had to choose a member from Twice, and so I went with Chui, who is from Taiwan. Although if you ask the Chinese line, they might say she's Chinese. She's going to be one of my lead dancers and a sub-vocalist. I also made her a visual because, of course, course. She's another member that I think is just absolutely adorable at all times. I don't even really stand twice, but I can't deny how cute she is. I did heavily consider including Momo as my lead dancer, but I feel like there's going to be a concept someday that will work for her. I figured I would rather include the performer who is from a less represented country. Next up, we've got another idol who is from a group that gave me trouble when I was trying to decide which idol to bring in. My other lead vocalist is going to be Uki from G-Idol, who is originally from China. Uki's a great dancer, but I chose to make her just a regular dancer so that there was room for Chewie to have a more elite position. She's also going to be an unranked rapper. Honestly, her rapping is what made me fall in love with her to begin with. I happen to love my bag, and that rumble thing sold me completely forever. I love that she's going to bring a lower end to my vocal line, and I think that that really will add some depth. Literally. Of course, Minnie would have been a great choice too. I think that Shuhua might have been pushing it, but, she's fine. I just don't think she's the world's best, And that's okay. We don't all have to be. I'm certainly not the world's best K-tuber, as I'm sure quite a few Twice fans will tell you. Making some progress. Next up, we've got a Nugu idol whose group is kind of fallen apart, who I really wanted to incorporate because I tend to choose a lot of really popular idols for these things, and her group is one of my favorite Nugu groups. It's Chanti from Lapalus. Chanti is Filipino and Argentinian, which is a fun way to diversify my lineup. She's going to get unranked vocalist, rapper, and dancer positions. And frankly, I think she can just be glad she was included here. Honestly, it's been a really tough year for groups I like. Like, Le Seraphim's having a bad year, New Jeans having a bad year, Pixie's probably done for. Anyway, Lapalus's trademark lapsed, so I don't think that they were going to be around for a whole lot longer. Getting on to brass tacks here. We're still missing a main rapper and a main vocalist. Who would I possibly have picked over the existing vocal lines and rap lines I have, though? Let's go with my main rapper first. I went with Asa from Baby Monster. She also is from Japan, so it worked out that my rap line happens to just be my Japanese line, so we're going to call them my Drap line? Sure, sounds good. Every time I've heard Asa rap, she's blown me away. Love him or hate him, Baby Monster's one of the most talented groups that has come out in the 5th generation so far. She's also going to be my lead dancer. I really think that she and Jurin are totally interchangeable in both of those roles, though. If you wanted to make Jurin my main rapper and Asa my main dancer, I'd be completely satisfied with that as well. I just hate to give one person 2 main titles when I have so few of them to go around and so many talented performers. I'll also give Asa a sub-vocalist title as well. And that brings us to my last member. Do you have some guesses as to who it might be? Your big hint is that it's still my main vocalist that's missing. Who could I possibly have picked to be a main vocalist over Lily? Of course, it's none other than Ning Ning from aespa. And I already know I'm going to get flack in the comments about making that selection, so let me address it before we even go into it. I've come to feel that mains and leads serve slightly different functions as vocalists within the context of K-pop. Specifically, mains are more used for flourish, and leads are more often carrying a tune, while the main just kind of doodles around in the background. And looking at the two, between Lily and Ning Ning, I really feel like I can rely on Lily to be strong and stable, while Ning Ning has fun with those Caller Arturo runs. It's a coin toss though, honestly. They're both extremely talented. In addition to a dancer position, I also gave Ning Ning a rapper position because every time I hear her rap in an aespa song, it makes me cheer. Like that verse in Drama, Chef's Kiss. So good. More of that, please, rapper Ning Ning. I'm here for it. And thus, with all 9 members selected, it's time to give out my Maknae title. It's probably not going to be a big secret since only one of these idols is 5th gen, but that was going to easily be Asa. So congratulations, Asa, you're my Maknae. But hey, at least she's a legal adult now, so hey, no minors. Pretty cool. Pretty rare in K-pop these days, honestly. Since I know somebody's going to ask, if I was going to have them perform a song together, I think I would want to be in the spirit of the Olympics and choose to have them cover a boy group song, actually. I'd love to hear them do Go Big or Go Home by Enhypen. Gender bent covers are so much fun, and this would be such a great opportunity for them to play around. I would love to hear Lily and Ning Ning doing those high notes in the chorus. However, I would insist that my rap line get to shine, so they would need to write a new verse that features not only the Japanese line, but the Chinese line as well, just to show that the girls are really better than the boys. What do you think? How did I do? Does it deserve a gold medal? One way or the other, I hope that your favorite team does well at the Olympics this week. Don't be toxic, and I'll catch you next time.